La mijlocul secolului al XIX-lea, Biserica Adventistă de ziua 7-a dezvolta ideea unei educații complexe, bazată pe valori creștine. O abordare a copilului privit ca un întreg. Educația academică era completată de cea fizică, spirituală și vocațională. În această emisiune vom descoperi cum sunt aplicate aceste principii în curicula și activitățile Universității Adventiste din Franța. Vom face cunoștință într-un mod inedit cu lucrurile și cu oamenii, dar și cu valorile care îi motivează să trăiască, să muncească și să se dezvolte.
Bonjour madame.
Attends, je te rappelle.
Oui, je cherche le Saleve.
Le Saleve?
Oui.
Ah bah, je vais par là-bas justement.
C'est vrai?
Oui. Vous voulez que je vous emmène?
Ah, c'est ça où j'aime pas, oui.
Oui, d'accord, montez alors.
Ok, merci.
Et bien voilà, on est arrivé au Saleve. Mais c'est pas le campus du Saleve.
Vous cherchez le campus Adventiste du Saleve?
Oui.
Eh ben venez avec moi, j'y vais en parapente, je vous emmène.
C'est vrai?
Ouais.
Bah si, on y va.
Allez. En fait, le campus Adventiste, lui, se trouve en bas de la montagne. Et la montagne, elle, s'appelle le Saleve. Regarde, il est là, le campus. Voilà. C'est parti, on y va?
Ouais, on y va.
Allez. Alors, tu es prête?
Oui.
Allez, allez, vas-y, vas-y, vas-y. Allez, on court, on court, on court, on court, on court, on court.
C'est Genève là-bas?
Oui, regarde, on voit même le jet d'eau. Ça va, tu te sens bien?
Oui, ça va, c'est beau.
Ok.
Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est beau.
Ça va?
Oui, ça va, ça
Ok,
va.
un virage sur la gauche, on y va, on y va? Ouais, ok, super. Regarde, et là c'est le campus, là, juste en dessous. Ce bâtiment là, juste en dessous, le grand carré là, on l'appelle le central. C'est le premier bâtiment qui a existé.
Et il y a quoi dedans?
Il y a des bureaux et des salles de classe. Là, c'est la faculté, on peut y étudier la théologie et le français.
Oui, c'est là que je vais étudier.
Ça, juste au-dessus, c'est l'église. Là, derrière, le grand bâtiment blanc, c'est le collège et l'école primaire. Le grand bâtiment, c'est l'internat des garçons. Et celui-là, là-bas, dans la forêt, c'est celui des filles. Alors, on va bientôt atterrir, on va se préparer. Tu vas avancer tes mains, sortir tes épaules et te mettre debout en l'air. Ça y est, vas-y, je t'aide.
D'accord, comme ça?
Ouais, comme ça. Tape un peu tes pieds là. Ok. Et tu vas voir, le sol va arriver très vite, mais je vais freiner et tu vas courir, ok?
Ok, d'accord.
Attention, regarde. Ok, regarde le sol qui arrive là. Allez, vas-y, cours, cours, cours.
Bonjour. Bienvenue au campus Adventiste du Saleve.
Merci. C'est ça le campus?
Oui, c'est ça le campus.
Natura și societatea influențează profund modul în care ne dezvoltăm. Educația formală și informală ne ajută să luăm decizii înțelepte și să avem comportamente benefice.
Education is the base from everything. You learn the basis, and you have to go further, and then you make choices when you study, what kind of school you want to go, what kind of university. And I think a child has to bring it up to a level that he can take his own decision.
The education is a way of helping people to take decision. It's not only to tell them what to do and how to do it, but how to teach them how to decide by themselves. So I believe that education is very important when the child is very young.
When you get an education and when you know that it is a good education, you want to transmit it to somebody. If you are happy about your education, if you know that it helps you in your life, you want to tell other persons what happened in your life and you want to help them in their life also. So this goes together.
If we don't educate people, we never know what will happen. I don't even know if people have studied humanity without education, because every human has become a kind of education. And now we're speaking or talking about, I should say, Western countries' education. And I believe that everybody is educated, but what do we mean by education? So I believe that a society here and nowadays without education would be a kind of life without any rule, or maybe without any barrier or frontier. So it would be more a kind of disorder rather than order. And I believe that love is part of this order society needs.
Dragostea este baza filozofiei creștine. Într-o instituție adventistă de învățământ, copiii și tinerii capătă mai mult decât o educație academică. Ei învață ce înseamnă iubirea creștină și respectul față de om.
On the level of what the academic things are concerned, I don't see much difference, because basically an individual, if he is religious or not, has to be educated to become responsible in his life. If we speak about Christian education, it could be a plus. It could be something added to general education.
Of course, you can study in all the universities of the world. And they have competences, and they're well known, they have high diplomas. I think a Christian university has to bring competences too, but something different, something human, something where we apply what we learn. I think you can be a specialist in mathematics and physics, but you see only this way. But if you say, I am a Christian besides this, I think the joy who is in you comes not only from physics or mathematics, it's your life. And if your life is fulfilled with Christian thinking, it gives you another vision. I think it's complementary, and it brings you more than somebody who looks only after competences.
For Christian education, we believe that this is not the real world to live in, but something that has been damaged by evil or the devil. And so we believe that after will be better, and now we are preparing this better world. So it gives us a kind of vision that not everybody can share or could have without being prepared as far as Christian education is concerned.
You have to transmit not only Bible verses, or if you know something special, you have to transmit things in your life first. And if you do this, it's easier for the people who are not a believer, who believe not in God, for example, to say, what happens with this person? Oh, I like how he reacts. I like his answer. Why he does this? And then he can explain, I do it because I know that God or Jesus in my life has done a lot of things. He changed me. I know that he changed me. And if you can just use this to show to young people or older people that to be a Christian is something not special. You are different, of course you are different sometimes, but it's positive, it brings you some help, and I think the most important is it brings you hope, because today life has nothing to do with hope sometimes.
Universitatea Adventistă din Franța are 3 mari departamente: teologie pastorală, consiliere psihologică și departamentul de limba franceză ca limbă străină. În cadrul seminarului teologic, studenții dobândesc abilitățile și calificarea de a lucra ca pastori ai Bisericii Adventiste sau pentru a activa ca misionari în diferite comunități din diferite zone ale lumii.
Well, we have different kind of students here. Mainly, of course, students are here to prepare to be pastors and minister churches. But some of them also come from 1 or 2 years just to be educated because they need to be, or they want to be, because they have never been educated in religious education, for example. But mainly they come here to be ministers. Now, some of them come also to be better prepared to work in the church as lay people without being pastors, but being stronger in their faith and knowledge also of the Bible. So we have, I believe, 3 types or 3 categories of peoples. Those who come for themselves just to know a bit more, those who come to be more effective in the church, and those to be ministers. And we offer different courses for these 3 different categories of people.
În cadrul masterului de consiliere psihologică, studenții se pregătesc pentru a oferi ajutor persoanelor care trec prin momente dificile. Perspectiva psihologiei este îmbogățită cu viziunea biblică despre sensul vieții pe acest pământ.
We have a counseling department, and you see you have a lot of counseling department. It's something who is just in a little bit, it's modern. But we have a Christian counseling program, a master degree, and this is different because like I say before, in other universities you just learn psychological aspects, how people react, what can I do, how can I understand, how can deeper in the thinking of the people. But for us it's to say we connect it to the Bible. Because for us Jesus is the best psychologist in the world, because he knows the people, he knows what to do and how to act and react. We don't know sometimes to do this. And so when we proposed here, and formally in France, where the state and all spiritual things are separated.
I believe, especially in France, it is important because, as you know, France is a lay country, and so no university is able to offer something which the Christian label. Nothing is called Christian something as far as universities are concerned in France. So I believe that in the private institution it's good to have such a master, because a lot of people are Christian here in Western Europe and in France, and they can be educated in a Christian way of counseling people. And this was already the case in the States, but not here in France.
We have people, not Adventist people, who comes here to our university. I think it's 50%, who are looking for something like this, because they know that only psychology or psychiatry, that's excellent, but to have this human aspect for Christian, because a lot of people have still connection inside concerning religion or some feeling about something special maybe. They don't speak about God, but they know there is something, you see. And they understand so that you can help people in life when you have this approach, psychologist approach, and also a biblical Christian approach.
Un pastor trebuie să cunoască mecanismele minții umane și să ofere consiliere la nevoie. Totuși, atunci când este vorba despre o afecțiune psihică, intervenția medicului psihiatru sau a psihologului devine absolut necesară.
We make many times difference between psychology and theology. And in the past we say if you are a good Christian, you don't need psychology or a psychiatrist to help you. If you have enough faith, you will never have problems. And we know today that when you have psychological problems, it's like an illness. It's some things that has not absolutely to do with your beliefs. So I think we have to help people in this way, to help them on the psychological way, and then to show them that if you are a Christian, normally you are positive. You know that something happened in your life later. You know that your life will not end when you will die. And so I think that a pastor or a priest has still to educate on the spiritual way, but to understand the people today. And I think a society who is suffering because egoism is something who is growing in the world. Everybody looks only for himself. It's important to show that if we stay here, we have to work together, and we have to see, if you say, Christian and psychological things on a holistic way. And I think it's good when a priest or a pastor knows some base things in psychology, to help him and to understand better the people, to listen better to them. This is very important. And then he can give the instruction on the spiritual part. It's difficult to bring theology and psychology together. What is the most important? That's right. What is the most important? This is a big question. I think when you are a pastor or a priest, you are a pastor and a priest. That's priority. But when you are confronted to people who suffer, people who have problems, you can say, let's pray together, and it would help. I believe this. But I think it's better to understand the people that we can do more about this, because the people have to understand what we are doing. If you say to a person, let's pray, and they don't believe in prayer, they don't believe in the power of prayer, it's sometimes just the last possibility, you see what I mean? And I think religion is not the last possibility, it's the first possibility. But psychology items could help to understand better, to train the people, to listen to the people, and to help the people to understand their problem. But the most important is still theology for me at this moment, if you are a priest.
Cel de-al treilea departament din cadrul Universității Adventiste din Franța este Institutul de Limbă Franceză ca limbă străină. Studenți din întreaga lume se întâlnesc aici pentru a învăța cuvinte și fraze noi, dar mai ales pentru a descoperi o nouă cultură.
It's called Institut de Français Langue Étrangère. That means French as Foreign Language Institute. Our school has been recognized by the French government. It's an official French as second language school, and French is very much appreciated as part of the campus here, and we are very happy to be able to do that. It has been done for many years, at least more than 70 years. The French has been taught here, but officially as a department for more than 50 years. I would say most of our students are coming because they have studied this language before and they want to improve and they like it.
I chose this campus because it's Adventist, and I'm at an Adventist boarding school in Denmark right now. And I've been Adventist my whole life. My family is Adventist, and so I heard of this, and one of my friends have lived here for 2 years. And she told me that it was a very nice place with a lovely nature around it, and it is, so I'm glad that I chose it.
I came here for the immersion experience. I'm from the United States. I'm from a section that does not speak French, and so coming here and living on the border between Switzerland and France allows me to converse and to use the language more often than I would at home.
Some of them are coming because they want to work in a French-speaking country, and we receive from time to time missionaries that are going to Africa sometimes or to other countries where people speak French and they need to learn French.
We are a missionary couple from Brazil. We've been working for the church for many years overseas. We've been living abroad. We worked in the United States for a few years. We went to Japan, and now we are serving the church in Belgium, in Brussels. So we are helping the Portuguese-speaking church, and also learning French will help us in a way to better serve the church that speaks French in Belgium too.
Fac parte dintr-un proiect, misiune în marile orașe, iar anul trecut ne-au spus că au nevoie de voluntari. Doar că atunci când am venit, niciunul dintre noi nu vorbea franceză. Așa că a început să începem cu cursurile. În Collonges, în campus, am învățat franceză. Am avut cursuri aproape în fiecare zi, timp de 5 luni.
We are always willing to go wherever God sends us. So at this time we are in Belgium for a few years, and any country or any place that He leads us, we will go. And of course, a new language, another language is a tool that helps us to serve better.
Programa este complexă și îi pregătește pe studenți pentru viața de zi cu zi în mijlocul vorbitorilor nativi de limbă franceză.
We have many classes. The basic classes, I would say, are writing in French, reading in French, also listening and be able to speaking in French.
Alors nous allons lire ensemble. Je lis l'introduction et ensuite vous lirez tous. D'accord? Comme dans la plupart des pays du monde, chaque région, chaque ville, chaque village en France a ses fêtes et ses traditions.
Quel est ton mot préféré en français?
La nourriture.
La vie?
Je sais pas.
Auriculaire.
Papillon.
Agrandir.
Hibou ou Pluto.
Coucou.
Donc.
Le balai.
Mélanger.
Cacahuète. Aimer.
Chouette.
Belle-mère.
Smic. S'appelle Hippopète. Zut alors.
Feuille.
Rendez-vous. Parce qu'enfant, j'ai pu dire le ah.
Oh là là.
Pamplemousse.
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 Papillon.
Coucou.
Oiseau.
Hibou.
Désordre, soleil.
Puissance.
Anticonstitutionnellement. Jamais. Compréhensible. Les étoiles.
We have elective classes that the students are choosing according to what they are studying or what they want to do in the future, what their job will be. And that can be very, very different. We have religion, French civilization, French literature, sports. We are in a winter sports area, so we have climbing to the Saleve mountain and also skiing and snowboarding for the winter. History of the Reformation movement, French art, French history during World War II, business French, French gastronomy, independent reading, French medias, French literature, all those options or elective classes the students can choose, adding these to their basic curriculum.
Biblioteca Alfred Vauchet din cadrul Universității Adventiste din Franța este un important centru de resurse educative. Pe lângă cărți și periodice, biblioteca mai oferă casete audio, CD-uri și DVD-uri, casete video, diapozitive, postere și microfișe, precum și acces la internet. Studenții au acces în egală măsură la resursele din cele 4 centre de cercetare ale universității: arhivele istorice ale adventismului francofon, Centrul de Cercetare Ellen White, Institutul de Cercetare Geoștiințifică și Centrul de Cercetare José Figols. În arhivele istorice ale adventismului francofon se află, alături de cărți religioase cu o vechime remarcabilă, aparținând marilor reformatori, și 1400 de cărți din biblioteca personală a lui Alfred Vauchet, pastor și cercetător adventist care a trăit în perioada 1887-1993. De asemenea, studenții și vizitatorii pot vedea orga și 700 de cărți din biblioteca personală a lui John Andrews, un pionier al adventismului european care a trăit în perioada 1829-1883. Andrews cunoștea pe din afară Noul Testament și putea citi Biblia în 7 limbi diferite. Una dintre cele mai vechi cărți din colecția sa conține câteva pagini ale unui manuscris autentificat ca fiind din perioada 1587-1603. Acest document valoros a fost scris de Hospinianus din Zurich, un reformator elvețian din secolul al XVI-lea. Astfel, studenții pot înțelege timpul prezent, integrându-l în istorie și continuând să promoveze valorile reformațiunii în viitor. Școala și liceul Maurice Thieș oferă educație timpurie centrată pe Biblie copiilor cadrelor didactice din universitate, dar și copiilor din satele și orașele învecinate.
When the college was created in 1921, it was a school to be a pastor, to learn theology. Some people came from Holland, from Germany and other countries, and they have to learn French a little bit. So they learn a little bit French and theology. And then we had here a lot of person who works. The campus attracts Adventists, and then they have children. And then we say, listen, why not? We can create a school.
Cette école a été créée en 1936, au milieu du campus ici, pour scolariser les enfants du personnel, les enfants de missionnaires. Et elle s'est petit à petit développée. D'abord avec une école primaire et puis petit à petit avec des classes du collège et du lycée. Donc ça fait presque 80 ans que cette école existe maintenant.
For us it's important because you see, education begins at the beginning, the earliest as possible. And we are here in a context where Christian education is not very important. And today we have in our school 40-45% of non-Adventist people. We have Jewish people, we have Muslims and persons who believe in nothing.
Alors maintenant, c'est une école qui est ouverte à tous les gens de la région, pas seulement du campus, bien sûr, et aussi de toute la France, puisque nous avons un internat, mais c'est surtout une école régionale pour les gens de Collonges, de Saint-Julien, de Genève, pas mal d'élèves qui viennent de Genève.
We explain to all the parents what kind of school we have here, that we are a Christian school, that we will use the Bible, that if the children want to go to this class, they can go to the library and study. But we explain also how works the other religion in these courses. We say Jews believe in this, Muslims believe in this. So we have also an interaction in the class with the people. And it's important to know that's a little bit the situation. Explain me who you are, and I tell you what I am. And if you do it on a way where it's, I don't want to say fun because it's not fun, but understandable. That you mean you know what is said there, and you know what is going on. I think for the people it's something more than in other schools, and the parents agree. And if they don't want to have the students here, they just take him out of the school. They pay for the children to be here in school. So if you are honest with the people and explain what you are doing, and then the people make their choice.
Maintenant, il y a 300 élèves à Maurice-Thièche. Ça fait à peu près 150 à l'école primaire et 150 au collège-lycée. Donc on a une école maternelle donc, qui commence dès l'âge de 3 ans. Et on va jusqu'au baccalauréat, jusqu'à le début de l'université. Donc c'est une classe par niveau jusqu'au baccalauréat. Donc c'est une petite école, mais certains enfants, ils arrivent à 3 ans, ils sont tout petits et ils vont jusqu'au baccalauréat dans la même école, avec les mêmes valeurs et le même environnement.
Religia este o parte importantă a educației în campus, încă de la primii pași. Totuși, părinții copiilor de religii diferite pot opta dacă micuțul lor participă sau nu la aceste activități religioase.
C'est important de transmettre des valeurs aux enfants quand ils sont jeunes, parce qu'après, même s'ils ne deviennent pas forcément adventistes, ils vont garder pour leur vie les valeurs qu'ils ont reçues dans l'école. Et notamment à l'adolescence, c'est très important quand les enfants se détournent ou s'opposent aux valeurs des parents, d'avoir une école et des professeurs qui transmettent les mêmes valeurs que celles des parents. Et quand on aime bien un professeur, on écoute les valeurs du professeur, même si on est un petit peu en opposition avec les parents. Et c'est ce qui permet, c'est la richesse des écoles adventistes, c'est la richesse de notre école, de pouvoir emmener dès le plus jeune âge des enfants vers le Christ, vers le Sauveur.
We inform the parents and the children also that we are not a Bible school. We have to give the normal education program, national education program, but we have some Bible hours, three hours a week in the secondary school, and for the small schools. We sing with the people, we pray, and we tell you stories about Jesus, and the people accept this. And I think with this, we gave here more Bible studies in this campus with 300 students. That means 300 students that more all the pastors in France gave on her work, you see. And I think it's important to offer this. The people, if they didn't want at the secondary school to have these classes, they are free. But all the students participate at this. And at the end of the year, we have the baccalaureate program. The people, we have academic closure at the end of the year, and they say that it was a marvelous year here. They learn things that they never know. They learn new things.
Ce sont les valeurs chrétiennes, les valeurs de vie adventiste que nous voulons mettre en avant. Bien sûr, c'est adapté à chaque tranche d'âge. À l'école primaire, ce sont des histoires de la Bible, des chansons, des prières. Et bien sûr, après, les collégiens, ceux qui ont 12 et 15 ans, ce sont dans les cours de Bible que nous donnons 2 fois par semaine, où nous parlons beaucoup des valeurs et des valeurs que nous essayons d'appliquer au quotidien. Après, les grands qui sont au lycée, qui préparent le baccalauréat, ce sont des groupes de discussion où aussi ils parlent des valeurs importantes à choisir pour sa vie. Et c'est très important de pouvoir partager, comprendre que dans la Bible, on peut trouver des réponses aux problèmes d'aujourd'hui. Donc c'est très important pour notre école de transmettre des valeurs qui sont pour nous les valeurs chrétiennes, les valeurs adventistes, mais que d'autres ont envie que des parents ont envie de transmettre aussi à leurs enfants. Donc en ce sens, notre école est aussi une école qui fait beaucoup d'évangélisation et nous en sommes très heureux.
We have some children, they go home and say to your parents, Mom, Pap, we have to pray, because I learned that it's important to say thank you to the Lord. And I think this is so small things, and I believe this is important. The people make a choice, they are free to do it, but we are there just to bring the grains in the earth. What happens after this is not our business, you see.
Și studenții mai mari pot participa la orele de religie, grupuri de discuție și rugăciune care îi ajută să-și dezvolte caracterul și să cunoască mai profund scopul lor în viață.
We have religion classes. We have every day a religious time for the students at the beginning of the day. And then we have options every quarter with religion. This year, the 2 first quarters, we will have plain religion classes, and then for the 3rd quarter, we will have history of Reformation movement, because we are near Geneva and we have plenty topics about Reformation, so this is what the topics will be in religion for this year.
During my time when I was here on school for secondary school, it's a long time ago, we have every year a Bible study week. Yeah. And then the people in the last years, they say, oh, it's too difficult with these people to have it. And then we say, okay, we will call it Bible and Prayer Week. And so we say, let's have just a Bible week. And we put it back 4 years ago. And I can tell you, when we are 500 students at all in the church up there, and when you see at 9 o'clock all the young people running up to go to the church to listen, the pastor, what he is bringing to them, it's sometimes with videos, little video films, and it's very, it's good for the children. At the beginning, sometimes they sit on the back of the church or stand, and then 2 days later they just sit down, and at the end they sit in front. And if you ask, at the end of the week, do you understand what Jesus has done in this world for us? The people say this, just stand up and say that's a good thing. So I think it's something, you have just to be honest, bring the true things that you believe. You see, when I believe in something, I hope that I appreciate it. So just transmit it. The other person can say, no, I am not interested in it. But I am listening also to the people who have a different opinion. If a Muslim explains me what happens, or Catholic or Orthodox, for example, I listen to him. I try to understand how his life, spiritual life, is working. And you will see that you have similitudes everywhere. Not the same thinking about the total thing, but we have still little connections everywhere. And then, if the life of the staff of the campus, of the teachers, is exemplary, that means just honest Christian, I think we transmit something, and the people want to know why we do this, and if they understand it, they can make their own choice.
Viața unui student într-o universitate adventistă înseamnă mai mult decât cursuri și examene. Înseamnă voluntariat și implicare în bunăstarea comunităților locale. Înseamnă întâlniri cu prietenii și activități recreative în natură. Înseamnă rugăciune și studi.
Cette école est évidemment au cœur des Alpes, alors elle est centrée sur la montagne. Nous proposons des activités d'escalade pour tous les enfants, de la maternelle jusqu'au baccalauréat. Donc on a un mur d'escalade dans le gymnase, des activités de montagne, du ski, du VTT, la marche en montagne. Ils dorment dans un refuge parce que ça permet de développer le goût de l'effort, le bien-être d'être dans la nature et de sortir de l'espace où ils ont que l'ordinateur ou le téléphone et d'être dans la nature et surtout être ensemble. C'est ce que nous voulons créer. Donc ils font du rafting, je l'ai dit, de la marche, du ski, plein de choses qui sont tout au long de l'année programmées pour chaque classe. Oui, ils ont des cours de musique pour chaque classe du collège, donc jusqu'à 14 ans. Après, c'est une option pour le baccalauréat. Mais oui, c'est 1 heure par semaine de musique et aussi 1 heure par semaine d'art plastique. Et notre professeur d'art plastique vient même de Roumanie. Donc,
În mod regulat se organizează activități pentru studenți. De exemplu, în fiecare seară aveau activități sportive, un alt sport pentru fiecare seară, iar din când în când aveau un fel de seri culturale. Au avut o seară italiană, seară chinezească și tot așa.
We have internship and they do go to other places to practice their French and some activities that will be useful for their life. Not all our students are doing their internship, but some of them, they are going to the primary school, to the kindergarten to help the teachers. They are going to a clinic, which is not too far from here, and also a nursing home. And they are doing the entertainment part for the nursing home. They are going to the reception office at the clinic so they can practice their French and at the same time they can do something that is really a very good training for their life, real life.
You see, the community life for school is very, very important. And I think not only to play basketball, football, and to look films or to go to a swimming pool or something like this. The spiritual life is important. And we have reflected about this. In the past, we say you have to come, it's obligatory to come. And we understand that's not good to oblige somebody. So we try to do many different approaches. Approaches, Bible studies also, exchange, what you are thinking about this and this, some more theological meetings, just to have praise and songs, sing songs together, religious songs, have discussions about what do you like in this song, or what the word says to you. And now we see that the people are interested. We want that the young people participate in this action. In the past, we think always you put a pastor or a priest and he will do it in some places, you see. Of course, you still have chaplains and you have pastors, but you need the young people to participate at this. And we have done it, and I can say that we have some testimonies from young people who came from America, and they told us, we like it to be here because we are free to go, and you have such a diverse program that we find our way. And then the chaplaincy, if somebody didn't feel very well, or if we see him at some meetings, he go and talk with him. But we want to give the young people and also the staff the freedom to come.
I will say that most of the spiritual activities and the other activities also are run by the Student Association. And they run a lot of different programs in the morning, in the evenings, during the weekends. And their purpose is not to gather everybody together, but to offer different programs so students and teachers and church members can join these different programs in small groups, in bigger groups, and one time a week or 2 times or every day a week. So they have a lot of different programs, and since they do that, we see that the spiritual atmosphere is increasing a lot on this campus. And thanks to them and thanks to God, we are very happy because the students seem to be happy with these different activities.
And also the staff participate because it's important also, because we have also problems, but we have to be also happy. We are normal people, but if we can be together and work together, that's education. Education for everybody, because education never finished in life. Education goes still to the end. So I am happy if people understand this.
Bonjour, bienvenue au campus Adventiste du Saleve.
Merci. C'est ça le campus?
Oui, c'est ça le campus.
Si comme Maria, vous êtes intéressé pour venir étudier en France, à Collonges ou Saleve, sachez qu'il existe bien d'autres moyens d'arriver jusqu'à nous. N'hésitez pas à vous renseigner sur le site internet du campus. Nous nous engageons à être une terre d'accueil fidèle à la réputation de notre belle France. Comme Maria, vous aussi, donnez du souffle à votre vie. À bientôt, j'espère.